Joining us now, Iraq War veteran and of counsel for Right Turn Strategies, Rob Smith. First of all, Rob, thank you for your service. Really do appreciate it, and thanks for joining us here. What do you think? The president's been in office 1 week and a couple hours, so what do you think so far?
I think it's great. It's been a wild week. Look, when a lot of people talk about DEI, they get it confused. So I want to give you two examples of how the wokeness has really spread through the military. And this is what President Trump's executive order has gotten rid of. Now, this is from a report called Woke Warfighters that came from Representative Chip Roy and our now Secretary of State Marco Rubio. First of all, the U.S. Navy paid an active duty service member that moonlights as a drag queen to act as a digital media ambassador and give performances in drag, which he did on a U.S. naval carrier. That is one example. The second is a chief diversity officer that was employed by the Department of Defense that injected woke ideology into the school system that the children of our active duty servicemen and women attend. This person was relieved of duty a couple of years back. So when we talk about the DEI and the far left nonsense that Trump's executive order has gotten out of the military, I want to be clear that these are the very specific examples that we are talking about when it comes to the gender ideology, when it comes to the CRT stuff. These are two very specific examples that I think did not get enough attention when that report came out.
But this takes up the time, or did until President Trump was reelected, of commanders at all levels, units and soldiers, because there was diversity training specifically related to transgender people in service, vignettes, training vignettes that covered pronoun usage, urinalysis observation. A serviceman, how do you speak to a serviceman who wants to discuss his newly confirmed pregnancy, how to schedule showers, and how curtains should be installed? This is all like the Army under a FOIA request had to reveal this stuff.
Yeah, Dagan, it's all ridiculous, and I guarantee you that when it comes to the transgender ideology that's infected the United States military, it's even deeper than that, because, you know, I've got a tweet that's kind of going viral right now. If you go to my X at Rob Smith Online, I talk about the transgender soldiers in the military in particular. Number one, people that have gender dysphoria, which is a documented mental health issue, number one. Number two, the fact that the majority of these people are non-combat deployable, which means that they cannot deploy to a combat theater. If you can't deploy to a combat theater, I'm not entirely sure what you're doing serving in the United States military. And thirdly, the fact that a lot of these people, even after they medically separate from the military, because a lot of the transgender soldiers do end up medically separating, U.S. taxpayers are on the hook for that medicalization in perpetuity if they get a certain percentage of VA healthcare benefits, of service-connected disability. So there's a lot going on with that, Dagan, even outside of the woke ideology, even outside of the outrageous, over-the-top stuff that we've seen. The trans rot and the gender ideology rot went a lot deeper into the military than I think a lot of people knew. And I think that our new Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, and a lot of the people that he's bringing in to fix the United States military are going to find this stuff, and they're going to root it out entirely, because this executive order really is truly, Dagan and Jason, only step one.
Rob Smith, thank you. And thank you again for your service.